What's up, y'all? I'm still hanging out here at the range. As you can see behind me, I've been out here all day long doing a bunch of jelly testing. Got a couple more I'm trying to knock out, and as you can see by the title on this one, it's another 38 special test. Our jelly contraptions out here has been putting in work all day long. I got my chrono, got 2 blocks of gel. Now this far block's pretty full of tracks from tests all morning and throughout the afternoon. I'll leave some links if y'all hadn't seen those, but this block that we're working with up front, I've only done 1 test in that one, so plenty of room still in the front to get this one and probably 1 more test done. But like I said, this is another 38 special test, and to be more specific, it's the Speer Gold Dot 38 special, and this is the plus P load in 135 grain. As you can see, really nice looking round there, nickel plated case with that trademark Gold Dot bonded projectile. Every time you see that, there's no mistake in that Gold Dot projectile. Now as far as the tools for this one, we got 2 different barrel lengths. We're going to use the Taurus 856. That's the 2-inch barrel, so that's our little snub nose. And then for a little bit longer, when we got the Taurus 608, this has got a 4-inch ported barrel on it. Now this one's chambered in 357, but obviously we can run 38 special out of it also. But this ought to be a pretty good test. Sometimes it's a little tricky finding a 38 special round that gives you enough penetration and still get some nice expansion out of it. So hopefully we'll be in luck with this Gold Dot round. But enough talking about it. Let me get everything set up and let's get started. All right, y'all know the routine by now. I'm gonna run some rounds across this chrono and get some speeds. I'm gonna do a 3-round average out of both of these different length revolvers. We're gonna start out with the 2-inch 856 first. .875, 842, and 841, so not too terrible for a 2-inch revolver, and not really what I would call plus P, but let's go down there and see what the average was. All right, so our 3-round average out of the 2-inch 856 was 852 feet per second. So let me get this reset and let's check out that 608. All right, y'all, let's check out this 608 speed. Even though this thing is basically twice the length barrel as that 856, I honestly don't expect that big of a difference, but I could be wrong. Let's see what we get here. .941, 956, and 925. So we definitely got some more speed, but not that much. Let's go down there and check the average out. All right, so our 3-round average out of the 4-inch 608 was 940 feet per second. And if you remember out of the 856, it was 852. So you're talking about what, 88 feet per second, 88 feet per second faster from the 608. 88 feet per second when the total is 800 and some. I mean, that's 10% difference. I guess you could call that significant, but I really don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference in the gel. But let me get all this reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's wheel gun jelly time. I'm gonna put 1 round out of each revolver down here into the gel. We're gonna start out with the 2-inch 856 first. Not quite sure where I want this round. I'm gonna try to put it a little bit high and see what happens, y'all. I think that looks pretty good. Let me go down there and check it out and make sure. All right, y'all, that wasn't exactly where I wanted to put that one, but we can make do with that. We're gonna try the 608 now. I'm gonna try to go up above that one with this 608. I went up above it, but just barely. Let me make sure those are separated enough where we can use that. All right, y'all, let's check out what we got down here. So this is gonna be a little bit difficult to see just because there's some tracks behind these ones I just made, but I'll give y'all some overhead views and some different angles here after we talk about it for a second. So the one at the top here, that one's pretty clear. I believe you can see without getting into any other ones. That was the 608. That was the second shot I took. So as you can see, came in here, not a really huge wound channel, but it carried on in here. Looks like it definitely turned around backwards somewhere within this line. I'm going to say right in here because there's a little extra disruption, but turned around backwards and went on out here as far as penetration to about here and rebounded maybe about an inch or so. Looks like some pretty nice expansion, even though it did turn around backwards. Now the one from the 2-inch 856, that's the one right up under this. Now right behind that one and underneath is another wound track from a different test. So it's a little bit misleading as far as the size of the wound channel, but it's basically the same size as that 608, but maybe a little bit bigger, believe it or not. So it comes in, makes some wound channel. You can see the projectiles back here, but the forward momentum is pretty much exactly the same as the 608, and it rebounded all the way back to here. That rebounded, like I've mentioned that before, that's something that happens in the gel. It's just the way this gel is, especially when you've got a slower moving round that expands good, it tends to rebound more. That's why you didn't see as much rebound off of this 608, because it had a little bit more velocity than the 856 did. But as far as the penetration on it, the 856 is at exactly 13 3/4 of an inch of forward momentum. The 608 is exactly 14 inches with the forward momentum. So a 1/4 inch difference between those two, which is pretty much what I usually see when I test these two revolvers against each other with no matter what kind of ammo it is. You just don't get that much of a difference on a revolver with, you know, a couple inches of barrel difference. But let me show y'all this view here. It shows you that the wound tracks are actually separated and on independent. The one on the top, that's the 608. The one on the bottom, that's the 856. So as you can see there, they got their own separate entries and wound channels. The 856 definitely got a little bit more disruption there towards the beginning for whatever reason, but then they keep on carrying out. That's the 856. As you can see, looks like it's got some really nice expansion, but you can see just how far it rebounded. There's the stopping point and there's the rebound. The 608, not near as much rebound, but as you can see, it's turned around backwards. And as far as the penetration distance, like I said, a 1/4 inch difference between them is all you see there. All right, y'all, let's take a look at these projectiles. Right here on the right, this is the 608. On the left is the 856. It's very, very hard to tell, but this 856, I think, is a little tiny bit more expanded, and that's probably because this 608 turned around backwards. But either way, both of these things, the expansion is fantastic. These gold dots are some really, really, really nice expanding projectiles. The way they're bonded like that, it's really nice expansion on these gold dots. But let's check and see if we had any material loss. I don't see anything in the gel, so I don't think we did, but we'll make sure. They both started at 135. On the 856, we've got 135.1, so no loss there. The one from the 608, 134.9, so no loss on that one either. So definitely no material loss on either one of those. Now, as far as the expansion size on them, we'll start with the 856 first. We got 554, 557, and 559. So some really nice consistent expansion from that one. The one from the 608, we got 565, 553, and 550. So really nice consistent expansion on that one too. They're pretty much the exact same size. So there you have it, y'all, the Gold Dot Plus P in 38 Special. I think this was some pretty good performance personally out of both of these barrel lengths. The only thing I would kind of argue is that these really ain't much Plus P to them. I think this is just more of a standard load like we see a lot of times with the Plus P designation on it. But that being said, if I was carrying a 38 with either one of these barrel lengths, I don't think I'd hesitate to load this up if I had it by me. All right, y'all, that takes care of another 38 Special jelly test. In my opinion, these 38 Special Gold Dots perform pretty nicely out here. Not the greatest of wound channel and disruption that we see from a lot of rounds, but they had some really nice expansion. Penetration, I feel like, was pretty adequate for, especially out of the little snubby 2-inch little revolver. The only thing I would debate is whether these are truly a Plus P round. It's hard to say without having the regular non-Plus P here to test against them, but from from what I'm seeing here, it's just another standard pressure round labeled as a plus P. But y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts are on this 38 Special Gold Dot down in the comments. If you do carry 38 Special, is this something you would consider loading up? Does it meet your performance requirements? Does it fall short? Let me know down in the comments what you think about them. If you did enjoy this video, take a second to reach down and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload these new videos. Take a second if you would, check out my affiliate links down below in the video description. The Amazon one, if you shop through there anyway, hit that link up first. It goes straight through Amazon like normal from there. It don't cost you any extra money, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon after clicking that link first, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really appreciate that. Like I always mention, if you're needing some really good ear pro, check those Axle affiliate links out. You can save some big money going through those links instead of going straight through their site. Like I tell y'all every single time, I appreciate all my Range Gang members for reaching down and hitting that join button, and every single one of y'all out there that show support by watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and leave me some comments down below. Again, let me know what you think about these Gold Dots in 38 Special. The sun is quickly trying to get out of here, but I'm gonna try to get one more test done before it does. I got a bunch of good stuff coming y'all's way, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.